this was in November. I thought I would share this because this is when he is full of himself. And some days he just cannot stand it. And I've never had a horse like this. But he definitely is fun to have around and full of personality. So how could I not share this? I guess I'm going to have to let each horse have their own little segment on my YouTube channel. So this is Dooley, and just kind of give you a little recap. He has had 2 surgeries. He's had a bone chip removal, and then he had a tendon sheet infection. And actually it started out with a tendon sheet infection when he got into a fence, and then we found the bone chip, and it was removed 2 months after the tendon infection surgery. So anyways, we are probably, I don't know, I have to look at the dates. I know we're over a year since that, and I've had a lot of stuff happening. I've also had foot surgery, so I've been off for a while, and I'm not really ready to go back to riding. Right now, he is going to be able to get Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I'm trying to think, and Saturdays. So I know it's not very many days, but at least it's better than nothing. And I will start him out slow, and hopefully I can figure out how to work more into him, especially in the summer months when the daylight gets longer. Then I should be able to add another day or 2 to it. So this is the boring part. You know, we're not ready to run barrels or anything, and so it is kind of cool, even though the sun is out here. It's beautiful today for January, and so I'm just kind of walking him around. I'm going to get him warmed up a little bit so that I can start his backing exercises and just the little stuff. And so that's how we're going to start out. I'm going to post the video of what he looks like before I start. He's tied up to the trailer, and then we can see if there's any changes as we go along, which there should be. And oh, and by the way, I did re-x-ray that front foot, and he still has a small bone chip, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him. And he does have a little bit of fluid on that ankle, which I know it's from, you know, the 2 surgeries. So I will be putting back on track boots on him at nighttime. I'll probably be alternating with my magnet blanket. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the magnet blanket or not. I don't just really feel like that for him that's what he needs right now. So it'll probably be the back on track boots, just because it'll be on that leg. And I actually put it on him for about an hour before I come out here to start on him, and that fluid feels a lot less, that leg like tighter. So I know it's made a difference just doing that. So I think that's why I'm going to stick with the back on track. I do love both therapy products, but I think it just depends on what's going on with your horse. Also, I am going to be icing him. I know I probably should start today, but I've got to get my stuff back out here at the barn and set up, and I need a system to help with all this, but I'll figure it out, and of course I'll take y'all along the way. So today is the first day back, and I finally able to put him in the schedule, and it is a lot of work with 2 horses, let alone 1. And believe it or not, I actually want a 3rd one, but there is no way that I can have a 3rd horse at this time, but I will later. And also, in the midst of all of this, we are trying to get debt free. So when I will actually get to start running these horses where they're in shape, of course I'm waiting till they're in shape. I don't know when it's going to be, because, you know, first and foremost, we have got to be debt free, and we should be debt free this year. I won't wait till I'm 100% debt free, but I'm just not sure when I can start taking him, because that can be expensive too. So I'm just trying to take one day at a time. So anyways, let's see if we can get him to trot a little bit. Hop. Hop. Okay, this is the day that I took Semigo to Superior Therapy, which you can watch on my previous video about his story. I just thought I'd show what he looks like before I even start exercising. He's been off for several months, and this is what he looks like before we start our boot camp. One of their favorite things that they like to do. So let's see what he does for the first time. Come on, baby. His head's coming up a little bit. I'm trying to keep his head down. But this is the first time, so he's not going to do real great because he's been off for so long. So that's about how far we'll go. He's licking his lips, thinking about it. He's like, why, oh why, oh why? So now you can turn around. Semigo is about that distant, and he is up to about 10 to 12 times. And of course, he's going a lot faster. Get over here by the fence. Hey, get off of me. So, I'm going to try this other way. You want him going straight. And he might go straight without the fence. This is a lot better. He's not pulling as much on me. So, hey, that was better. So I'm not really sure how many times I'm going to go. I'm thinking probably about 4 or 5 times for the first day. I'm not going to worry too much about the fence because he's just, and maybe because it's electric, even though electric is off. Wow, come on. Lots better. He's still pulling on the head a little bit, but he doesn't pull on the head until we get towards the end there. So, like I said, this ain't the funnest part. I'd rather be riding and loping and long trotting and going to a bow race. But to get there, come on. Now he's turning on me. I'm gonna go one more time. I think he's getting a little tired. I can tell on his deal, on the way he's pulling on my hand. Yeah, his head's going up higher, and he's starting to go sideways. But we're getting one extra push. Go. Now I'm gonna do some belly lifts and some stretching, and get him to hold that up a little bit, which he kind of rocks. And I'm just using my hip pick. I'm not putting hardly any pressure underneath there, so that's good. And then and another thing I'll do is I will massage I'm going to do both front legs, but especially since this one's been surgery and stuff, and I'm just going to try to work it. And then, you know, where he has that big old knot, and which is right here, it's soft, doesn't bother him or anything, but I'll probably want to work on that too. You never know. It's just cosmetic though, pretty much, but he does have fluid, but actually that fluid has stayed down, and I'm really liking how that back on track helped him, which I've always liked the back on track leg wraps. So anyways, yeah. After listening to my video, I realized I probably need to elaborate more on his bone chip. You're probably wondering, well, if he had a bone chip removal, how is there a bone chip there? So there's probably 3 different reasons that it could be. 1, we either didn't get it all. 2, he could have got it from all the inflammation and the infection in that leg, because it did take us a long time to get that out of his system. Or 3, he just did it again in the pasture, and who knows. So anyways, it's there, it's clean, it's not bothering him, and it's tiny. So knowing me, I'll probably x-ray it once a year just to see what it looks like, and as long as we're not having any problems on it, I ain't worried about it. The fluid, that's, you know, I might have to inject him, but right now I don't have the money, and he's not in pain, and he's moving good on it, and there's other things I can do to help him until I have the money to where we can decide if we need to inject him or not. So that's where the Back on Track leggings are going to come in, or boots, whatever you want to call them, and the icing. So since his leg is getting tight after I put the Back on Track, I think we're going to be fine. So it's not going to be no biggie. So anyways, I just thought I would elaborate on that. Also, I probably won't do a video update on him every week because this is the boring part. And I'm going to do this routine for, I don't know, probably a couple weeks. And then I'm going to start riding him, which will be a lot of walking and backing up and some small circles and stuff like that. And so his will be sporadic as far as his progress report. So like I said, this is the boring part, but you got to start somewhere. So anyways.